Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Janae if you're new, and welcome to a new video. I make content all about wellness centered around my own VSG weight loss surgery journey, fitness and nutrition, and if any of that interests you, then I hope you subscribe. So today's video is a topic that I have not touched on yet, but it's super important and critical. Today's video is all about supplements after weight loss surgery. So let's get right into it. So I had the gastric sleeve. I know a lot of people get the bypass, but the information that I'm gonna be giving to you guys is based off of the surgery that I got, the information that was given to me from my clinic, my registered dietitian, and my surgeon. So why do we even need to take vitamins and supplements after getting weight loss surgery? Well, a couple of things. Based off of the surgery that you get, whether that's the bypass and they're rerouting your organs so that you can lose weight, or the gastric sleeve, which is what I got, where they're cutting out 80% of your stomach, your body is not gonna be able to absorb food in the way that it was before. Which means you'll probably end up missing some essential vitamins and minerals that your body needs. Not getting the proper and adequate amount of vitamin and minerals can create some deficiencies in your body. These deficiencies can cause problems like brittle hair and nails, hair loss, dry skin, and we're just talking about the external stuff here. Now let's get into the vitamins that I was instructed to take while on my weight loss surgery journey. So I got a packet from both my registered dietitian and my surgeon, which pretty much aligned the same way. I was instructed to start taking my vitamins after my weight loss surgery. They said that I could do it before, but for sure after my weight loss surgery. There they said depending on my labs, as I go and get my post-op checkups, it will change the vitamins that I will have to take, or the milligrams in it, or decrease some or increase some. It's just all dependent on your labs. So let's start with the bare minimum vitamins that I had to take from my registered dietitian and my surgeon. One, I had to take a multivitamin with iron. 2, a calcium supplement. 3, vitamin D. And lastly, B12. So 4 supplements. I will have everything that I'm showing you guys linked down in the description box below because I got it all off of Amazon. So like I said, my clinic gave us instructions, and based off those instructions, it broke down all of the different vitamins that we had to take and making sure that there's a specific amount of numbers that we had to hit from those vitamins. So based off of all that, the 4 bare minimum I had to take was those. But from the very beginning, as soon as I started my liquid diet, I started my chewable supplements. To me, it just made sense to start taking my vitamins and supplements as soon as I started the liquid diet because I'm not getting any other food in but liquids. And if you guys haven't seen my liquid diet video, I'll put it in the cards for you. So to me, I'm like, I'm missing out on my fiber. I'm missing out on vitamins and nutrients. Like, I'm missing out on these things. I might as well just build that routine now and start it now. But as I started doing my own research with weight loss surgery, I also started doing some research when it comes to vitamins and different vitamins that would support each other for better absorption rate. So on top of those 4, I added in a couple of more vitamins. So I had my multivitamin with iron, I had my calcium, I had my vitamin D, and I had my B12. The things that I also added on was biotin. Biotin for obvious reasons of hair loss after weight loss surgery. And if you guys want me to do a video on hair loss after weight loss surgery, because I have dealt with this, then let me know in the comments below. I also added in a B complex. I added in a probiotic, a vitamin C, and magnesium. Some supplements I also took during this time was electrolytes, collagen for hair, skin, and nail reasons, obviously protein powder, and I also took a green supplement. I wanted to take a green supplement because I'm not getting any fruits and vegetables in on this month-long journey, so I just wanted to be safe and be sure and just be extra careful when it came to my vitamin and nutrient intake. So the vitamins I took pre-surgery were the vitamins I took post-surgery. It was the same lineup as far as my vitamins and my supplements. So why chewable vitamins? Well, I was instructed to take chewable vitamins after having weight loss surgery because it is going to be hard to swallow a pill. Plus, again, your stomach is healing, so you're not gonna be able to get much in there to begin with. Chewable supplements are just easier to get down and absorb into your body. So I had to take the chewable supplements all the way up until I was good to go on solid foods, which meant that I was on the chewable supplements for like 2 months. So someone on my TikTok asked me, why not just take a multivitamin? Why do you have to take all of these vitamins after weight loss surgery. So that one multivitamin is just not going to give you everything that you need. Stress the importance of calcium and hitting about 1,200 milligrams of calcium. There's no multivitamin that has that. Different vitamins work for different things. And speaking of which, I had to space out these vitamins so that they would absorb correctly. So I was instructed to take my vitamins 2 hours apart from each other to get the maximum absorption rate. So here's how my day looked when I was taking my vitamins. And again, this is based off of the amount of the berry melts and the supplements that I bought. So I would start off my day with my multivitamin and my vitamin C. So I would take 2 multivitamins and 1 vitamin C. So with the calcium, I had to take 6 of those per day. I would pair 2 of the calcium with my B12 and my biotin because I only had to take 1 of each of those. And then 2 hours later, I would take 2 more calcium with my B complex and my biotin because I only had to take 1 of those. Then I would pair the last 2 calcium with my magnesium, and I had to do 4 of those, and then my vitamin D, which was 1 of those. Then again, I had to take my multivitamin and my vitamin C 2 in 1 2 hours later, and that was all of my vitamins for the day. It sounds like a lot, but I just set alarms and I pretty much got into the routine pretty quickly. Plus, so now let's talk about the vitamins I had to take once I was finally cleared to be on solids. So like I said, at the 2-month mark, I was cleared to be on solids, and at this point in time is where I got my labs redrawn to see what it is that my body was doing internally. So based off of what they saw from my labs, my body was actually doing pretty well. I was able to drop all of my supplements. So I didn't throw all of my chewables away. I finished out what I had, and then I transitioned into solids. At this point in time, it was a lot easier for me to swallow pills as well. So at this point in time, the bare minimum vitamins that I had to take was my multivitamin with iron and my calcium. I actually was well above my vitamin D based off of my labs, which is a supplement that you probably should normally take, but again, it's based off of your labs. So some other vitamins that I decided to take along with those 2 were biotin still, and then a probiotic. So the calcium that I'm taking, and I'm still taking currently, I have to take 4 of these per day. Again, spacing out my vitamins 2 hours apart. And then this is the multivitamin that was suggested to me. I only have to take 1 of these per day. Then with this multivitamin, they actually have different amounts of iron that's in it. Like they have a 60, they have a 45, they have an 18, and then they have an iron-free one. Based off of my labs, I still needed to intake iron, but I didn't have to intake it at a high level. So my surgeon put me at the 18 one. Now let's talk about the cost, because this stuff is expensive. Like taking all of these vitamins is definitely expensive. So I just want to warn you guys, if you want to just stick to the 4 and the 2, whatever it is that your people tell you to take, then do that. You don't have to take all of the vitamins that I took, but it is still expensive. Now I am 7 months post-op, and I just had my 6-month post-op workup, and that's because we just PCS and I had to get into the new bariatric clinic here at the base that we're at and meet my new surgeon. So they did my lab work, and my surgeon told me, I will call you if anything is out of whack. I am able to pull up my own chart and look and see, and it looks like everything is pretty much fine. Nothing is jumping and screaming out at me. I did, however, see that my vitamin D is starting to drop again, so I'm actually going to be purchasing a vitamin D supplement. But for now, I'm still taking my multivitamin, my calcium, and my biotin, and then I'll be adding on that vitamin D. Now back to the thing that I was mentioning earlier, I have not been consistent with my vitamins. I am playing too many games when it comes to this, which is crazy because like I said, I did a whole 180 because in the beginning I was on top of it. Yeah, it's been a little hard for me to get back into the vitamins routine. I really need to set alarms like I used to because I'm not even taking a lot of pills anymore. I just personally don't like taking pills. I don't like taking medication. This is why I wean myself off of things quickly. I have to think about my internal health as well. It's not about my outer aesthetics and appearance. It's about my internal health too. So when it came to my 6-month lab work, I was actually very nervous about what my lab values would show, because when they draw your blood, it's based off of the last 3 months. So the last 3 months I've been playing games when it came to my supplements. I just thank God that everything is okay, and from now on I'm just going to take my stuff. And here's a little last takeaway that might not look like a vitamin and supplement, but it definitely was part of my routine. So one, in the very early stages, Gas X, which I talked about in my gas pain video, I'll link in the cards above. Fiber, and I've talked about this in my bowel movement video, which I'll also link above. I made sure to have Gas X all the time, and I also made sure to have things like Metamucil or Fiber One, Colace, all that stuff to help me not only flow and go, but also soften everything. And like I already mentioned, I had collagen, and I still take collagen and my electrolytes, but I take it with liquid IV now. And I no longer take green supplements because I'm able to get my fruits and vegetables in now. That was mostly something I took all the way up into about 2 months into the solid foods. I was having some troubles with my vegetable intake mostly, so just a little thing to think about. But that is it, you guys. That is everything to do with my supplements, from pre-surgery to post-surgery to solid foods to now 6 months post-op. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon. That way you're notified every single time I post a new video. Let me know in the comments below if there's any other weight loss surgery topic that you want me to touch on, anything with nutrition, anything with fitness, anything that you want to see me start doing on my channel. Make sure you're following me on my TikTok and my Instagram. This is where you'll get the information in the moment as it's happening. Plus, you get to connect with me on a day-to-day basis. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.